Just waiting for YouTube here. And we are live. Have you ever decided something big for yourself, but then ended up breaking your own promise? Welcome to episode number 48, Daily Live with Surya. Irrespective of whatever happened, this is the 40th consecutive day when I am showing up to the world, speaking about the way we are literally rebuilding our life. Today's episode, I want to go a little deep into what is going on, why is it going on, what is it that we need to learn from this, what are the action steps we need to take from this. Every single step by step, we're going to break it down. Please note, I don't have any mind map. I don't have any pointers in front of me. It is just the emotions that's going to guide me for this entire episode. And I hope and pray that you get to do the same with yourself as well. Whenever we find that we want to achieve something big, in my case, I want to be one of the world's greatest trainers, the greatest trainers ever lived. I want to create the greatest digital ecosystem that was ever built in this planet Earth. I want to be so famous, rich, collaborate with the best people on the planet. I want to make sure that all the Tony Robbins and Simon Squibb and Gary Vaynerchuk and all these people are my go-to friends whom I can address with their first names. That's the dream that I have. That's because I've been following their content. While following their content, couple of days ago, 48 to be precise, Yogeshwari and I took a decision that we are going to show up live every single day because that is the single biggest touch point that has changed our lives once and for all in terms of the first ever results that we got. But here's one unfolded. We were holding each other accountable for the first 21 days. Every morning we were waking up, going to our respective parks, doing the workouts, playing, calculating every single calorie that we were burning, including the food. Everything was going good until when the momentum broke. I went to the retreat. I was not able to hold her accountable. Her routine got flushed away. My routine got flushed away. I thought maybe when I'm going to come back, things are going to move forward, but it just kept going back and back. So much so that we are sleeping late, we are waking up late. Now, that is what is happening at this point of time right now. When I'm sharing this with you, you must have observed that it's only once in the last 1 week when I've been able to go live at sharp 8:30, although it says that it's daily live with Surya at 8:30 a.m. Now, this is the actual facts, the things that have happened. Now, let's go a level deeper and get into the mind level of what's happening inside. Now, I'm not sure what happens in you, but pretty much this is what happens at a plus minus level in terms of intensity. But overall, this is what happens. Surya, you made a promise to yourself. Why aren't you going to sleep? You have to sleep early to wake up early, isn't it? If you don't sleep early, you're going to find it very, very difficult to wake up early. Your body is going to be tired. Every cell in your body is going to scream, I need more rest. I need more rest. So in order to wake up early, you need to sleep early. Guess what? Yesterday, that's exactly what I did until I got a call from my dad. We ended up speaking for over an hour. Usually in my house, I am the emotional dustbin. So every single thing that is emotionally not right for my mom, my dad, my brother, they consider me as the doctor, the therapist, the counselor. They dump it all on me and I listen to them without reacting. But then they are my parents. It does create an emotional setback to such an extent where yesterday I went to sleep at 2 o'clock. Now let's go one layer deeper and see what's going on in my mind now. What is this, Suryadeep? You went to sleep at 7:30 p.m. in the night. And this is when you sleep? Seriously? Don't you think you're promising yourself over and over again and not delivering it? Do you really think that you're going to build that brand, teach that session, record that course, finish those tasks? What example are you setting for the people who are following you? What kind of content are you going to create? You look at all those successful people, do they talk about their failures? Are they the ones who go to sleep this late? Now imagine if you want to wake up at 4 a.m. in the morning, you just get 2 hours of sleep. What's that going to do to your body? The frustration increases as you participate more and more in this conversation is just what's going between the ears. But you can't help it. Even if you try to distract yourself by maybe watching some sports. Manchester United was playing yesterday late in the night, so I tried doing that. I tried to scroll some news. I tried to read some articles. I tried to go through some ebooks, but nothing was pulling me out from this guilt loop. And isn't that what happens deep inside of us? We are like, ah, anyways, so many things have got piled up. So why bother? Fuck it. Let's go and kickstart Netflix. Stranger Things is going on. Let's start watching Stranger Things. Season 1 to right now, this is the last season going on. Let's watch all the way from the first episode to this one. Hypothetically, let's imagine I start doing that from 2 a.m. in the morning. I will not even know when the next 5 or 6 days is going to go away. And isn't that how we while away our time? Now, that's one negative loop that I walked with you right now. Of course, if there's anything that you're able to relate to, please write me below, okay? I want to see whether whatever I'm saying makes sense or not. Here's what happens next. You wake up the next day late and you do not do your live. You want to record videos, but you don't. You want to create content, but you don't. You want to interact people, but you don't. You want to read that book, but you don't. You want to create that program, but you don't. You want to get that financial result by giving value into this world, because at the end of the day, money is a byproduct of the value that you bring into this world. That's one of the biggest realizations that I've had at this point of time, thanks to Yogeshwari, my mentor. But value creation is not what you are practicing in private, isn't it? Today, if I want to learn, I can go through a course, I can read a book, I can get a mentorship, I can get coaching, I can join like-minded groups where people are talking about these success principles or getting coached or whatsoever. But how is the world getting to know whatever it is that I'm doing? Until and unless I'm showing up and talking to more and more people. But then when I don't do any of it, it took 21 days to build that momentum. It's already been more than a month that the momentum has completely got thrashed left, right, and center. Instead of finding the root cause, instead of looking at what exactly is the problem, we cajole ourselves, we distract ourselves, we pamper ourselves, we put ourselves into a worse loop. I'll give you the meals that I've had in the last couple of hours, okay? Chicken biryani. Fortunately, I did not eat any fried kebabs. Okay. The pani puri, okay? Burgers. Although no maida, just the fried burger, no bun burger, it's called. Okay. Chicken loaded fries. It's like French fries, and on top of that, they have veggies, and then they'll top it up with some fried chicken. Very, very tasty. Tasty while eating. And after eating, the same cycle continues. Although food is my go-to option to fix my mood. But what happens in the as an after effect, as a side effect? The problem is still not solved. The momentum is still not kickstarted. You're going back into the same loop, rather worse, because next morning when I'm waking up, every single bit of my digestive system is telling me, why, man? Why? Seriously, why? Okay, yeah. I also forgot. Chocolates, chips. Okay, all those uh, volcanic eruption of sugar. Something that I am literally trying to run away from by feeding my body stuff like these. is what I have been consuming in the name of distracting myself away from the problem. That's my cycle. For some people, it could be turning into alcohol, uh, smoking, pubbing, drinking, partying, holidaying, vacation. There are so many extremes to which you can go in order to distract yourself from the actual problem. And all of these things are happening as an aftermath of the internal communication that's going on. What's the communication all about? Why aren't you just doing what you had promised that you are going to do? So over the last 2 days, I just said to myself, fuck the routine. If I'm not going to go to sleep early, I'm not going to wake up early. Done. So when I'm going to go to sleep, I will go to sleep without an alarm. At least in that way, the guilt cycle, I'm able to stop it for whatever reasons. Second, let me try and finish the pending tasks that are there. Fortunately, I'm still on track. I've been doing live. This is the 48th episode that I'm going live right now. In our cohort, I still have my videos pending. I have finished almost half of it. Like, I reviewed close to 11 videos yesterday, posted 5 of them. I'm pretty much on to date because as soon as this live gets over, I'm going to be recording 5 more videos, and I'm up to date to 9th December. Now, irrespective of whether the participants are posting or not, I'm doing my bit. But that is still a backlog. From this moment on, there are always either of the 3 options. First option, I let this whole momentum slip away completely. I can go to sleep late once, twice, but the more I repeat the same pattern, the worse it's going to get. Before I go to the the next 2 points, let me just elaborate on this a little bit. What becomes worse is when you try to find excuses and reasons of delaying the inevitable. You occupy yourself with chores. You start talking about, oh, my workstation is not clean, or there are still some additional tasks that I need to do. I still need to prepare myself. I need to read the book. I need to go through the course. I need to learn the stuff. None of these tasks are directly involved to the single biggest thing that's going to help me, that's going to help the world get to see me, which is posting stuff, DMs, content, replying to comments, interacting with people over social media, creating and releasing stuff, which is the biggest proof that I am active and I am here for the world. When we started out Sun's Den, we did give them a lifetime access to our community. However, in our community, there has not been any sessions going on. We have not been creating stuff out in social media for which people will not even get to know that we exist. Forget about having people joining our community. It's only now for 48 days. I've been doing live every single day. It's not enough. This brings me to the second point. Momentum, once goes away, you need to be able to put 10 times more effort to bring back even 1% of it. Now waking up is a struggle far bigger than what it was when we started out 48 days ago. Now creating content is easy for me right now. This particular doing live, I can literally wake up at 11 o'clock in the morning, 11:05, I can sit down and I can do a live, organize my thoughts and speak, because this is a skill that I have accumulated over the last 7 years. However, ensuring that there is at least 1,000 people who's watching me live, that's a completely different skill that I don't have. Turning this live into repurposed content, which will act as value piece in different target Facebook groups, or turning it to a Udemy course, or turning it into a LinkedIn post and all, is a skill which I don't really have. Yogeshwari has few of those skills. She's been creating content, and she recently showed me that one of her posts, it literally went viral. And I was blown away. And yet she reminded me that, yeah, so many people have watched. So what? We don't have any leads. We don't have any students signing up yet. The momentum begins when you start acting upon things. So today, before I sat for this live, I was using one particular tab, but then Perplexity introduced me to their browser, which is called as Comet. I said to myself, why not really? The Comet is an agentic browser, which means I can use the agent, give some details, and the agent will tell me exactly what to do, or even better, do it for me. If I tell to write a mail, the agent is going to do it. So why not integrate all my AI agents within that agentic browser itself? And then I at least have a more seamless experience in terms of doing all the backend work. And if I can finish everything on time today, finish all my backlogs, that way I'm still on pace. Mind you, all the previous tasks are all done. So right now I am literally on par, which means I can kickstart something today in terms of my content fortress or content flywheel, which means every single episode that I've done up until now, I can take one episode and I can repurpose it into different forms of content pieces across social media platforms. Now, how much time is that going to take? I have no idea. However, I know that my deadline is 7:30 p.m. By 7:30 p.m., my device should be off so that I can go back and use my reading time as a sedative, which means reading nonfiction is boring. But until and unless I read, I'm not going to grow. So if I start reading, by default, I'm going to get into a relaxed state and it's easier for me to fall asleep. If that happens, then tomorrow there's a possibility that I can wake up early, provided I'm prepared enough today. Nothing is going to happen if at the back of my mind I have backlogs. What's even worse is if I am finding myself in a situation where I'm watching YouTube videos, I'm watching some movies, I'm watching some TV series, I have my headphones connected. Anytime I am observing that I'm in that zone, which means that I'm not actually doing any productive work. I'm simply distracting myself, getting back into that loop where momentum is getting 10 times harder to 100 times harder. And finally, the third most important point, taking it one day at a time, one task at a time, and being honest about it. Momentum alone is so hard, is so difficult. Momentum together as a group, it does something. Over the last year, 2025, I've had the blessing of being a part of some of the world's biggest communities. So even before we know that there is this Facebook was the platform where things, you have these different groups with over 100,000 people, over 1 million people in some groups as well, target focused and laser focused people who are there in that group for a specific reason. Not even once have I had the desire to tap into those groups, to start putting value out over there. So if I really have to kickstart my momentum, what if I kickstart in the form of value creation with the specific problem that I'm going through right now and share exactly that and ask for advice or see if there is anyone in that community who's been through the same, what is it that they would like to share? So when I am able to find multiple such groups and I'm creating stuff over there, guess what will happen? I am continuing my public speaking practice publicly and different forms of public speaking practice. I can make a video in my personal Facebook profile, and right now, recently, Facebook is promoting the personal profile itself more. Before, I think there was a limit of 5,000 friends that you can have. But right now, you can have as many followers as you want. You can follow as many people as you want within that one profile, considering you turn it into professional mode. But I never really used the professional mode, only to realize today When we started out the cohort as a part of this, the December, right? So I decided I want to start doing that practice publicly. So I put the video out. Today I got the notification that 250 people have watched that video. It's a 2-minute video. 250 people have watched a video that I've just recorded out of the blue without any prep or anything. 250 people have watched it. I have no idea how I have around 1,800 followers on Facebook, not even being consistent. Now I'm already doing the practice of going live every single day, and it's bringing single digit views. I'm okay with it because slowly it's increasing, and I know eventually at some point of time things are going to blow up. That I'm pretty confident. Social media rewards consistency. The universe rewards consistency. If I'm doing something over and over again, the world is going to notice. And especially if it's this raw, like raw, heartfelt organization of thoughts and sharing it. So if I'm able to find a rhythm in the consistency part, if I'm able to add and stack up more levels of how I am showing up to the world, what is that going to do? Just out of curiosity. I have 48 episodes right now of creating content, which is again raw, unfiltered. So if I, for example, this live is going on, it takes 24 hours for YouTube to process this live. YouTube beautifully gives a transcript of this. If I take the transcript and put it into my agents, and agents are able to craft multiple blogs out of it, multiple value pieces which I can post in the Facebook group, multiple posts, multiple reel scripts, multiple carousels, multiple ebooks, cheat sheets, guides, all of these things, mind maps, tools, which I can integrate it all together, use that momentum building as an upskilling activity, doubling down. How is that going to make me feel? Again, irrespective of the results that I'm going to get, just focusing on repurposing the content, isn't that a skill that the world needs? Now, the next step is, okay, is there anyone who has done this previously? So at this point of time, I do know at least 2 or 3 people who's done it. Simon Squibb has done it. He's the Gary Vaynerchuk of US. Matt Gray, is the founder of this platform called Founder OS. He talks all about content. Very, very less views, not as much as the big power packed creators, but enough views that helps him earn $1 million a month. And Matt Lakajev in LinkedIn, even though he has never run any ads, still he's able to make $10 million a year in revenue through his coaching programs. They have done it. They have achieved it. Now, I am just starting out, which means if I am able to document this starting out aspect also in the same raw, unfiltered manner, maybe as a video, maybe as a text, multiple different forms, what if a combination of two? A value-based post with an honest, heartfelt video. Imagine the number of times I'm practicing public speaking every single day. Do I really need to go back and walk through the basics? No, I just need to keep making the changes and continue to show up. That's the only thing I need to work on. And then the little things that needs to be learned. For example, right now, 48 non-stop live videos, which is staying consistent on my social media. Now I sit down and create one video out of those episodes, which I'm going to add every single thing that is needed as per the YouTube algorithm to ensure that the video is going to go live and people can search about it if they type. Completely additional content. Now that's a micro skill that I can learn. Momentum, consistency, just by doing the same thing over and over again, it's not going to help us grow. It's only a graph down. And I can see that with our Sun's Den YouTube channel. So Sun's Den YouTube channel, as well as my brother and I, our YouTube channel, the SM Show, the number of views are stagnating at 50, 60. I know the very reason. We are not adding timestamps. We are not, I haven't yet mastered the art of creating a world-class thumbnail. The title is not attractive enough. The description needs to be longer. There are a lot of more value add-ons in terms of packaging the video before publishing it. The only thing I'm focused on right now is just consistency. But again, consistency, momentum do not go hand in hand if you're not becoming better, if you're not showing up more. Now, tomorrow, will I be able to get up in the morning? I have no idea. And nor do I want to promise and break the promise. But will I come live? Oh, 100% yes. That's not gonna, nobody's gonna stop me from going to a 50. That's not happening. I really, in cricket, we have something called as half century. Okay. When you get to 50, it's such a big, peaceful feeling, because then from 50 to 100, you have played for such a beautiful period of time. You stacked up no matter what. Now you are in the perfect position to go to 100. There is also this interesting conversation that I had yesterday. I want to touch upon that as well. So, as I had also shared that I recently resigned from the job that I had at this point of time. I don't have a fully active job, full-time job, nothing of this sort. Sun's Den is my full-time position right now. So I was talking to one of the people within the community. He was more like a very close, very dear member, and someone I really respect. So he just wanted to have an informal conversation. So speaking to him, and he told me a very important and interesting aspect of the training and coaching field, which I knew kind of, but I didn't know that it's going to happen at this capacity. So he's a member of 15 different coaches and communities all across the globe. But he's just making the most of his time to be active in each of those communities. That is taking away all the time for which he's not able to give the time to the one thing that matters the most to him, which is his own business, his own journey as a coach or a trainer. And this got me thinking, because once I finished the conversation with him, I went and did a check of my communities also. So if I mean, obviously, I'll not be able to show it to you because of the privacy issues and all. But I can tell you right now, I'm just opening the sheet with me, and I have, just one moment. I am a part of 66 communities. 66 communities. Right now it's there in front of me. Okay, 65. That's how it looks like. He is a part of 15 communities, and he has paid the premium membership of pretty much some of the top names of this planet. I am a part of 66 communities, and right now I checked it and I'm telling you. Are you able to understand how, when we started out, I spoke about distraction. I spoke about missing your consistency. I spoke about the gaps and how we are always distracted. How, without our knowledge, without our actual awareness, the training and coaching, the market itself is making the most of this in us, through us, that we are a part of. We're signing up and committing for memberships and communities, lifetime access, whatnot. And we are giving our time and attention over there and not giving time and attention to the one thing that matters most, which is showing up to the world, creating value for the world, because only that is what is going to help us make that money or make us feel good eventually. Over the last 1 week, 2 weeks or so of sorts, lot of I think 3 or 4 people have reached out to me, and they're like, Suryadeep, why don't you do this particular 2-day coaching program? It's going to be a crazy growth for your mindset. Why don't you connect with this particular coach? He will help you heal whatever trauma that you have in your childhood, and that might help you grow. Why don't you read this book? It'll help you grow. Why don't you join this coaching program? It's going to help you grow. People have reached out to me, written to me, why don't you join my diamond membership? We are helping you with this. It's going to help you grow. And the only thing that I'm politely telling to them is, I think I'm done with all the coaching programs and events and retreats and all of those things. Mind you, this is 2025 and I have attended a retreat. For the first time, I attended a 7-day retreat in my life. First time ever. I've already discussed what has been my experience of that. I also attended a 3-day seminar for the first time. That this was my first seminar in 3 years. And I also broke down what was my learnings from there. Now, at this point of time, I don't think I need another coach, a mentor, a trainer, or any of those things, because I literally have every single thing at my fingertips. The only thing that I don't have is the consistency, the momentum, the action taking, and showing up to the world as much as possible, as humanly as possible, so that the world can finally notice what is it that I am doing. And then upgrading of tapping up and topping up the skill set across each of those action steps that I'm taking every single day. Reach out to those specific resources that I need to be able to upgrade. So let's just say if I'm creating content on LinkedIn, I need to create content at least for 30 days straight to see what has been my performance. The analytics will show me what has been my performance. Now I just need to find out, okay, what is the one thing that I need to do to just improve it? Maybe right now at this point of time, LinkedIn, I'm very happy, okay, honestly speaking, because LinkedIn, people are watching the videos, 100 souls are watching, 150 souls, 200, 300 souls are watching the live, which I'm so grateful for. Now, can I see what's working on LinkedIn, replicate that on YouTube, or find out what is the problem that is there in YouTube? The fact that I've taken action, it is going to, the analytics are going to give me the gaps, right, which I can work on, and then maybe find out certain resources, tools, or in this enormous amount of coaching communities that I'm a part of, reach out to that specific person and tell them, hey, this is what I'm doing. Tell me, where am I going wrong? What can I fix? Now, I implore the same to you as well. Do not sign up for any coaching program, training program, mentorship, membership, coaching, and all that. I will discuss about this maybe in a future video, in a future live as well, why you should not be signing up for a coaching program, or what are the criterias that I usually check before signing up for any coaching or training program. We'll probably discuss this in another live. But understand that the only person who's going to help you grow is one who has helped himself grow, has walked the path to such an extent where the success rate is huge. So I'll just touch upon a couple of points here right now. I will never buy a coaching program from someone who is fat. Okay. No offense. Okay. I don't want to body shame or anything, but if someone is not able to take care of their health, they can never ever take care of you. If I don't look at that person in the eye and I'm able to feel that they are an authoritative figure. Now, this includes me as well. Okay. I'm right now, what, I think 85 kgs plus, and I'm working myself out back to fitness. Until and unless I'm fit, do not trust me. I mean it, because I will also not trust myself. Okay. So that's one criteria. Second, I'm never going to sign up for a coaching program for anyone who smokes, drinks, or has any of these activities. I'm never going to sign up for any program where even the slightest bit of feeling that I get, where what they teach, what they speak versus what they do, there is no alignment. Which means, imagine a coach is like, I will help you to learn about marketing and sales. Now you go to their social media content, you just search their name on ChatGPT or Google. Now AI gives you a lot of these answers, right? So you search their name and you don't see them active on LinkedIn. You don't see them active on creating videos on YouTube. You don't see them writing blogs. You don't see their proper, fully functioning website as well. You don't see enough free value that they're already delivering. They're just running an ad and trying to convince you through that. They're paying a platform to to bring you up so that they can somehow convince you to sign up with them. All these little things, and I'm just giving you a little bit of a teaser here into what I will be decoding out later. But I would never ever sign up. What would I do is I would actually start doing things. Every single information that you need right now is available in the world. As in, you can either search on Google, read blogs to learn how to do it, search on YouTube, watch tutorials, learn how to do it. You can ask ChatGPT or any of the AI platforms step by step on how to do it. And then you need to do it. Until unless you do it, you're not going to know what's working for you, what's not working for you. Only then you fall in love with the process. The process that decides whether your consistency is paying off or not. And that, if you fall in love with that process, which at this point of time right now, I'm trying to, I'm going to attempt to start to fall in love with this process. And I'll keep giving you updates on what's happening, on what's not. No matter how hard you try, you will always fall back, and it's just going to go down and out as a quicksand. You will just keep going deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper into this mess with no respite and not even going out of anything. Is it easy? Following the steps should be easy for anyone. Following it consistently and growing over a period of time, that's hard. Even now, when I'm sharing this to you, I am feeling the guilt. I am feeling the pain. I am feeling the absolute uh, despair, hurt. Literally, a part of me is like I would beat myself to death. I would beat myself so badly. The feeling of being useless, being good for nothing, being a piece of trash in this world, not being able to make the most of any of the gifts that I've been blessed with, all of these things. But then, this is exactly what I'm sharing. And also a guide for myself so that tomorrow, when I don't feel like, oh, Suryadeep, what should you do? I can always fall back on this episode. And I know that I would have grown so much by that time, but I fell back, and I have my elder version documenting the problem that I was going through, so that when I watch myself, I will feel inspired, and I don't need a coach, trainer, book, or anyone to guide me that. The greatest feeling in this world is when you are able to love yourself, respect yourself, believe in yourself, have that faith in yourself. I have no idea what the path of success looks like. What is going to be my life a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now? I really have no idea. But I do know this. At some point of time, every single day I'm showing up, this is going to be a proof of what's possible. In a world where there's so much of noise, perfectly edited videos using AI or any of the world-class video editors, uh, all the conversations and podcasts that's there, all the books and training materials that's there, heartfelt authenticity, transparency, honesty, congruency, integrity will always have its reward. If not for anyone else, at least for myself. So I'll see you tomorrow, episode number 49. Let's see what topic we're going to discuss. I have really no idea, but maybe we'll expand on the trainers and coaches stuff as well. And the fact that I'm starting this journey right now of creating multiple pieces of content or showing up to the world, might as well start documenting that journey itself. What am I learning in the process? Let's see what unfolds. Do share your heartfelt love in the comments, whatever it is that you agree, disagree, like, dislike, hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button. If you want more details and you want all these notes and everything, is something that you just have to subscribe to. All the details are given below, just go through. And I can also see that a lot of you are trying to connect with me. Please note that the best way to connect with me at this point of time is through the comments, because I'm replying to every single one of them. I am showing up for you because I want to be there for you. I want to help you. I want to serve you. Through that, I want to grow myself. That's my only intention every single day when I'm showing up live. Take care, stay blessed. See you tomorrow. This is Dr. Sri. I love you so much.